Hi, hello, here we are again. I thought I'd put a little practice together that brings us some uplift and some energy, focusing on the warriors really, the fierceness, the fire that they evoke in a practice. So that might be quite nice to just dedicate a little practice, a bite-sized one, a shorter one, to the warriors. Let's find our inner warriors then, and let's see what happens. Hope you're all well. A huge welcome to the practice from me, and hope you're all uplifted as best you can be. Okay, let's flip over and bring ourselves into a child's pose, but the extended variation, which I like to call swan. So tail back, big reach out, and find that softening down, lengthening through the crown. Allow this to connect us to the breath here. We're going to just feel the inhalation as we fill the lungs and press into the rib cages. Then feel the exhalation as the breath just softens. Inhale and exhale. This allows us to commit to this time on the mat. We're just going to commit to this practice. We're going to commit to finding space, to feeling uplifted, to finding the breath. Let's bring it over onto all fours here now and just find a little bit of weight moving around the hands, left and right. Just nice and easy. Warming out the wrists. Taking it easy around. Let's change the directions of this circle. You just feel the weight shift from the back to the front, from the side to the side, from the back to the front, from the side to the side. Just dead lazy, dead nice. No pressure. Oh, that's lovely. Take a little bit of a down to swan, up to tabletop, down to swan, up to tabletop. A little bit of forwardness on tabletop to energize the wrists a little bit more. Inhale and exhale as we come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. And we're going to find that exaggerated paddle. Maybe the lift of a hand, easing it back there, just finding some smoochiness around the shoulders, maybe. Not over, big placing of the feet, not overkilling the hamstrings, nice and swishy in the tail. Starting to think about the placement of the hands. That lengthening of the crown. Inhale and exhale here. Starting to bring Adho Mukha Shavasana to the mat, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. If those legs don't want to comfortably be straight, then we bend them and tuck them into the ribs so we have the length in the spine. Let's take a little hop up the mat, breathing in. Breathe out, forward fold, Uttanasana. Keeping the knees soft still if you need to, otherwise we're just going to hang into the legs, make a little box. Head is inside as we just allow that to lengthen the sides. Really, straight or bent legs, I don't mind. We're just opening the spine, freeing the sides of the body. Draw the knees nice and soft. Ease your gaze forward. 5 podding the hands, which means finger ends. Breathe easy. Take the left leg to the back of the mat, coming down into a nice low lunge. We're going to keep the hands in the floor. Breath in. Breath out, 2 feet top. Right leg, inhale back. Exhale, coming down. Keeping that spine nice and long in here. Breath in. Breath out, 2 feet top of the mat. Left leg coming back and down. Inhale, exhale, bringing that gaze forward. Left foot forward, top of the mat. Right leg back. Settling into the hips a little bit. 2 hands into the floor, downward facing dog, split right, lift the right leg, inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Left knee coming down, Anjaneyasana, breath in, breath out. Heart is lifted. Hands into the floor, inhale, turn your back foot, pick it up for warrior one, inhale and exhale, roll the ribs and the hips in. Think about the rotation of the left hip as we squeeze the right hip into the center of the mat here. Nice and soft in the shoulders. Two hands to the top of the mat. Adho Mukha Shavasana, breath in, breath out. Take a left split breathing in. Breathe out, bring it forward. Left knee, right knee coming down. Anjaneyasana, inhale, exhale. No tension in the shoulders. Nice spread out of the back foot. Hands to the floor, breath in. Turning the back foot. Lining up the heels if that suits your hips. It does for most people. 2 hip bones to the front. Virabhadrasana. That front knee wants to be nicely in line with the ankle. One more breath here. Finding the uplift of Virabhadrasana. Bring the hands in. Find your downward facing dog. Take a right split breathe in. Breathe it through as if you are going to come into warrior one again. Except we're going to interlace the hands at the back. Draw down into the legs. Humble warrior. Bring in that right hip to the center of the mat as we soften through the head. Inhale and exhale. Letting that space happen. Letting go around the spine. Tucking the hips underneath. Bringing the hands in. Dog split right. Come onto your toes on your back foot. Pick up your right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring it to the front of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Turning the back foot. Lining up the heel and the arch. Opening the inside of the hip. Spreading out around the pubic bone. Thumbs to heart. Breathe in. Breathe out, Virabhadrasana 2. Lots of energy through the fingers. Fire. Breath in, breath out. We're going to rest this guy. Drop the right elbow, palm up. Roll the ribs and chest in as we softly reach over the ear. This is like a sort of baby Pavakonasana. We're just going to use this rest around the hip as we lengthen the left side. 2 hands into the floor, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Send your sit bones lifted. Pull your belly underneath, settle in. Take a left split, breathe in. We're coming through as if we're going to warrior one again. Bring it through, taking your right heel in. Humble warrior, we're going to interlace the hands at the back. Bringing that left shoulder down to the knee. Releasing the hands, keeping the left hip tucked underneath, relaxing through the crown. Let the focus be released and surrender here as you just let everything go. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax into it. It's nice. Breathing the hands into the floor. Turn on your toes on your back foot, lining up the feet and the hips. Split left breath in. Breathing out for warrior 2. Bring your foot forward. Turn your right heel in. Drawing the hips underneath to the center of your mat. Roll the body, thumbs to heart. Breathe in. Breathe out, Virabhadrasana 2. Don't turn this into a lunge. We want to stay nice and tall in the spine. Lengthening just through the gaze, along the fingers. Inhale, exhale here. Keeping that external rotation of the left thigh. Let's take a rest. Dropping the left elbow in, rolling through as we reach over the top. Nice and deep into the hips. Breathing easy. Let the focus just be the lengthening of the right side. Bringing the hands into the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Right split again. Breath in. Leave it there. Breathing out. Let's bring this to the front here. Turn your back heel in. Spread out your arches. Settle down into warrior two position. Let's reverse this warrior. Stay here. Lift the right rib cage. Let this left hand just softly come down behind. And ease your gaze underneath as you set into the legs. One more breath. Bring it all the way over. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Left split, breathe in. Bringing it through again. Warrior two. Drawing into the hips, sucking the groins to the center of the mat. Reach out big, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Find this sort of looseness that lets us hang in here. We want to stay low in the hips. Lifted in the heart. Over we come, breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Take a little hop to the center of your mat. Inhale. Uttanasana, fold, exhale. Lengthening through the crown. Releasing the breath. Tucking your chin in, roll up through the spine. Find your drishti, fix your focus, bring your thumbs into your heart space. Raja Mudra, the hands. That means first finger and thumbs are connected, the rest are tucked in. Thumbs to heart as we lift through the left leg, inhale. Exhale as we reach out for Virabhadrasana 3. Now this might be your warrior 3 as we tuck the heels in, or you might want to keep coming as we extend over the top. For 3, 2, and 1. Thumbs to heart, hands to floor. Turning this into a nice, easy split up. 2 feet side by side. Uttanasana, folding in. Relaxing into the breath. Tucking the chin in, push up through the shoulders, inhale and exhale. Raja Mudra, thumbs to heart, breath in, gazing forward, breathing out. Raise your right leg, softly lift it, breathing in, raise through the hands. Let's tip this over into Virabhadrasana 3. So ideally we want to keep the head tucked in. So we find our place here for 3, 2, and 1. Hands in, down to the floor. Big lift, tuck your nose in. Easy on the hang. 2 feet side by side. Bring your gaze forward. Hands to floor, breath in, downward facing dog, breathing out. Take a right split, breathe in. Take it outside your right hand. Send your left heel back. Reach 2 hands off to 5-2. Then send the hips back as you rest in this space. Pull that belly into the spine and just surrender the hips now. Surrender the spine, surrender the breath. Bringing the hands into the center. Downward facing dog. Left split breathing in. Breathe out, taking it outside. A variation of Uttanapishtasana here. I'm just going to move my most beautiful boy out of the way. Left foot is outside. We're nice and level in the hips as we reach 2 hands off to 10 past. Hips back. Crown long. Settling in. Let's bring the hands into the floor. Back inside the feet we come. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Breathing easy. Take the knees down into the floor. Bringing ourselves right back to where we started. Take a diamond in the arms. Bringing the forehead down. Take a nice big red breath at the back. Let's softly ease ourselves over, ready for Shavasana. Take yourself over onto spine. Bring a little knees just rolling around into the lumbar. There's something really lovely about a warrior practice. Let's roll those knees the other way. Everything wants to feel nice and loose now. Extending the legs fully, let the feet fall open. Sort of rummage your glutes into the floor. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the lower belly. And we're going to take a few moments here just connecting to the breath. Inhale as we lift the belly and the chest. Exhale as we feel them soften. Afford yourself this time to breathe. To allow your focus to be on just the breath. How do the hips feel? Let them be free. How does the energy feel? Let it be lifted. Let the hands fall freely here. As you find your Shavasana, corpse pose. Staying connected to the breath. Feeling the uplift of the warrior postures as we allow our body to surrender down. Lifts the energy, lifts the spirit. And now we can just be. Just be with the breath. Just be with the rise and fall of the chest. Just be. Find some freedom as you wiggle the toes and fingers. Take a big stretch. When you're ready, ease yourself onto your tails. Take a lick of the lips. Keeping the warrior in your heart. Namaste. Positive thoughts, kind words,